My ass is going to be in a hurry tonight, and you're going to recognize that pretty quick. I'm a little drunk already. Dinner's on its way. Let's fucking get into it. And yes, I'm sorry. My fat ass is taking my food seriously tonight. It's a Friday night. Finally have some time to myself. And I'm just enjoying it. With you good folks. I hope you're enjoying yourselves as well. I won't be doing this forever, so happy to be here for now. First up is the Winter Warmer from Harpoon. It's a holiday ale with cinnamon and nutmeg, which is 6% alcohol by volume. This is the 36th annual version. They say it pairs best with your favorite sweater and the warm crackle of a fire. Well, aren't you just fucking quaint, Harpoon? I really like Harpoon as a brewery, by the way. May not seem that way, but I don't see a lot of their beers as of late. That's kind of upsetting. Our question is going to be, first question, corn on the cob or off the cob? After I talk about this beer, I'll answer that question. Oh, the other side actually says caramel malt combines with seasonal spice for a holiday tradition that's extra nice. Cinnamon and nutmeg. Yeah, caramel malt. That's what I smell. Don't smell cinnamon, don't smell nutmeg. Maybe I taste it. As you can clearly see, it's caramel beer. It looks like it's going to be light to medium in spite of the color. It's decently carbonated. Valentine's Day just passed in my world. So we are well past Christmas and Thanksgiving. But I'm here to tell you, if it was December and I was looking for something that I could just drink a shit ton of, which was Christmas spiced, but not overly spiced. It's not overkill. You could actually get through a 6-pack. It's this. I'm going to give it a 7. I could see some people thinking better of it. Potentially worse if you just hate Christmas spices in general. But this is a well-made beer that's gently spiced. It punches perfectly, and it just goes. You can drink it, a lot of it. So I discovered something a few years back. You can actually, my favorite kind of corn is like Mexican corn, right? They get all the flavors just knocking out of the park, just escalates everything, right? You are firing the corn, you're buttering the corn, obviously, but you're putting chili powder and fuck knows what else on that shit. But I discovered you don't have to get it in this foil wrapped thing or still on the cob. You can get it off the cob. And I much prefer eating corn off the cob. So, do I want that authentic Mexican vibe to the corn that I'm eating? Fuck yes, I do. But corn off the cob. There's something cool about eating corn on the cob until you get all the strings stuck in your teeth and shit. I'm just not that person, right? We can have it off the cob. Why not? It's still essentially the same. That's a really good beer. Next up from Four Corners Brewing is their Beer Drop Spicy Chela Lime Jalapeno Lager. It's new, or at least it was when I bought it. This is 4.6% ABV, which is decent. Lime jalapeno. We'll see about that. I never know what to think when someone says jalapeno, because sometimes the shit is super spicy and sometimes you can't even tell it's jalapeno. This doesn't smell spicy. It smells like jalapeno. That's for damn sure. It smells like a jalapeno popper. It's got a lot of that green floral. I'm cutting a jalapeno character to it without the spice. Which it's called Spice Drop, so I would, or Beer Drop, whatever. Spicy Chela. I would hope it's spicy, right? Question, pretend like I just didn't take a drink. How could YouTube be better? You almost don't notice the lime. Almost. And the jalapeno is beautiful. If you're a big fan of just raw-ass jalapeno, not necessarily spicy, but the flavor of the pepper itself, this is quite amazing. The problem for me is the beer base is really basic. That's just how it strikes me. It's very American. The aftertaste is just... It's okay. I could see having like a few of these with like a plate of barbecue. That would be awesome. But, or even pizza. Like this is a food beer. You know what I mean? But it's not something you're drinking because it tastes great on its own and you're trying to get drunk with it. You're trying to add like a liquid jalapeno flavor profile to whatever it is you're eating. Like even now, there's not much of any spice coming through, and I'm still not getting lime. I'm getting a basic beer on the back end. I'll still give it a 6. It's not bad. Not bad at all. It's just not wowing me. Apart from the genuine, authentic jalapeno. I don't think I've ever had jalapeno taste this authentic. But not hot. For what that's worth. How could YouTube be better? I feel like the answer here is the same as how most things could be better. Even TikTok has fallen from grace with its music licensing capabilities. YouTube in general, with regard to licensing, can I just say the world has lost its fucking mind? Like, I feel like back 20 years ago in 2003, we all had this debate. And the Metallica side lost the debate. Think about how many songs have popped off on TikTok that you would not otherwise know about. Most normies, right? And now it's got billions of listens. You know? Videos with billions of views, which otherwise wouldn't have any eyes. How does that happen? It doesn't happen with this restrictive copyright shit that goes on everywhere these days, because the big media conglomerates are trying to, make sure they have a piece of the pie in every place or whatnot. And then you get the politics of it. This platform supports this person that I don't agree with, so I'm going to pull all of my music off of it. Like, I get that you're coming from a good place, but think about the listeners that you're fucking when you do it. YouTube could be better by allowing anything. I miss Wild West YouTube, where anything was allowed, anything went. We didn't have a lot of like crazy, we weren't making extremists or anything, and we damn sure weren't robbing pockets, right? Musicians still get a cut. I think they should get a fair cut, and maybe that's to do with our financial system and how it rewards. Like, game companies can make billions of dollars in a year, turn around the next year and have to lay off half of their staff because they have to turn a profit in the market to keep, their share price good. That's bullshit. Down a rabbit hole. Anyway, I miss YouTube in its raw dog form, right? All this condoms everywhere shit, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. We should be making babies on the internet, right? We're not doing that anymore. Next up, I'll probably fuck the name of this up, but Mautner, Markhof, Seisenegger, Vienna Lager. Negger, by the way. Like Schwarzenegger, which is the only reason I'm saying it like that, because it's way too close to the other N-word. I want to say Seisenegger, just to be on the safe side. But Vienna Lager, I can get behind. We're European here. 5.3% alcohol by volume. It's a lager, clearly. 300 years of brewing tradition from the founders of the lager beer. And an emperor's praise make the Seisenegger beer a unique beer experience. So from the founders of lager, according to the bottle. Probably like third removed cousin or some shit. But question, what sort of dare would you refuse? It smells great. I know that gives you nothing. On the other end, the smell makes me think the body is going to be malty to the point that this light-looking shit is going to be fairly medium. It's grainy. It's not sweet, right? For those of you who like dark wines but don't like super sweet wines, this is the kind of beer that you want. When they talk about bread, water is what beer is. This is kind of where I'm at, but like really, really, really fucking good artisan bread. Some like Parmesan notes, you know what I'm saying? It's kicking. It's European as shit, and I love that. I can't stand the American sense and taste on things, so let's taste it. If I will say anything about it, it's got sour smell to it, right? Like sourdough bread. It doesn't taste sour. No, it does not. I shouldn't be alone drinking this. You ever have that moment where you're by yourself experiencing something and you know you need company, but you don't have it? That's what this is. Holy shit. Now, in another episode, I talked about my favorite breweries being like Real Ale and Sam Adams by default or whatever. I've been drinking a shit ton of Polliner lately, and I love, love, love what they do. Their 4 variety pack I keep buying just to drink in spare time and social situations. I love that shit. It's fantastic. This is... it's next level. I don't exactly know how to explain. It's like you're used to getting... So, it's so stupid. I'm sorry in advance. Most beers that you pick up and drink are like stripper ones, right? You're getting ones all the time. And the Polliner beers that I'm used to drinking, they feel like 20s, you know? I'm just excited by it. I get that much value out of a beer. This, something about the way it's treated, not the scent, right? The scent is the only semi-negative that I could find because it does smell a little sour and it doesn't taste sour. But, scent be damned. This is a fucking 10 in my book. If you ever see this, buy it. I don't care if the bottle is $30, buy it. The only downside, I already mentioned scent, but it's 5.3%. I'm sure this bottle is pretty costly. So to be 5.3%, I can see that turning some people off, right? The sort of dare that I would refuse would involve hurting other people. That's just not... that goes against everything. Like in my head, I'm playing truth or dare because I want to see your titties, right? Or I'm playing truth or dare because I hope we end up hooking up at the end of the night. Or even at its best, like, I learned some cool things about you, right? The notion of hurting you or hurting anyone else based on a dare, it's the biggest turnoff. Like, I don't even fucking care if I gotta down 2 shots or some shit as a result of refusing the dare. Like, if you dared me to hurt someone else in some way, that's mean. And I'm not that person, right? I can be an absolute asshole. But that's for the sake of all of those around me. It's rarely got to do with I just want to be mean. I don't understand those people. Next up, we've got Avery with their fruited tart ale called Electric Sunshine. It is 5.1%. And it's an ale with papaya, pineapple, kiwi, and, hello my Idaho family, huckleberry. So this I'm excited about, even though it's sour. You're not normally going to get a sour huckleberry beer if you're, up in the Rockies. But Electric Sunshine, papaya, pineapple, kiwi, and huckleberry. Question: would you try saving a toddler from shark-infested waters? I think we've had another shark-infested waters question. Maybe even 2 of them. I'm picking up... It seems so strange that I can smell kiwi and sour. Sour is to be expected, but kiwi is usually a mild fruit that gets buried. I can smell it here. I can't smell the papaya, the pineapple, or the huckleberry. Okay. Sour takes a back seat. Electric Sunshine even feels like I feel like Electric Moonlight might be a better representation here. It's so dialed back. The sour doesn't punch. The fruit is what punches. And it's crazy too because the pineapple isn't kicking like crazy. I taste papaya. I taste huckleberry. I taste kiwi. It's got a mild pineapple quality to it and a mild sour quality to it. And I am kind of in love with that. This is so much better than I thought. Anytime you say fruited sour, my brain just kind of... even fruited tart, right? So they don't even say sour. They just say tart. Which is probably more appropriate. It puckers a little, but it's not sour. 8. This shit is wild. I wasn't expecting as much high praise here as I'm getting in places, but fucking 8. That is unique as shit. If you ever see it, try it. You might hate it, but it's worth trying because it is wildly unique. And for me, I think it's wildly pleasurable. The one thing I will say is I don't think I could drink a 6-pack. It's a 1 in 6 sort of beer. Would you try saving a toddler from shark-infested waters? Fuck yes, I would. Of all the questions, I want to say a loved one was one we asked about, and an elderly person was another. I think elderly probably falls at the back. They've lived their life. Loved one, you love them, but you love yourself too. Toddler, they've got their life in front of them, right? I'm already 40 years in almost. They're not. I want them to be. And if I get eaten by a fucking shark because I saved a toddler, that's how I prefer to go, Same thing with even like bears, which terrify the shit out of me. You bet your ass. If it's a kid, I'm helping them. Oh, I got my Seisenegger right here. Next up. My food's already been delivered, by the way, so you're lucky that I'm still even talking and not just powering through this. I'm trying to give you an honest shake. This is White Tide. It's a Belgian-style wheat ale with orange peel and coriander. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Brewed and bottled by Rockwall Brewing Company. I'm going to be honest, I've never even heard of another brew by Rockwall Brewing Company. But White Tide, what's up with it? The body looks a little above light. Question: what makes you feel wealthy? Okay. So sometimes it's pleasant. Sometimes it has that oily motor oil thing going on. And the scent. Oh, man. Taste is kind of beautiful. It's not just orange peel and coriander. If you can think of like vanilla and coconut coming together, it's smooth like that. I could see the taste being off-putting to people who don't like coriander or don't really like, not an orange necessarily, not the inside of an orange, but orange zest. It is a little powerful, but I dig the shit out of it. You're getting way more coriander than orange peel. And again, it's got this coconut milk type of softness to it. I'd have to say 7 on that one. Keep showing us what you got, Rockwall. So 2 things about what makes me feel wealthy. The first one's pretty obvious. It's watching my kids. You know, every now and then, as pain in the ass as they can be, you get those moments of, I made that. And they're kind of awesome. They're not little assholes. They're kind of awesome human beings that everyone seems to love. That makes me feel rich. The other thing is looking back on everything that I've accomplished. Because I am the person who pushes to finish what I start and to make something. And it really makes me feel wealthy when I see that people have appreciated it. And for some reason, it matters a lot more to me that people at least at this point, you know, I've had some journals pop off that have had hundreds of reviews and that sort of thing, been featured in articles. But really, like if I write a novel that focuses or takes inspiration from where I grew up and someone that I grew up around in that place goes and gives a 5-star review to that thing, that shit makes me feel rich, right? It makes me think maybe I am actually doing something that's worthwhile. These algorithms, they try their best to bury real artists, real content creators. I am that, and thank you to everyone who actually makes me feel something. Because the likes, the reviews, anything that drives it forward, it matters to people. You know, I've had friends kill themselves in the past because they couldn't find steady ground in this world. And luckily, I am someone who is self-assured, but I still like having the reinforcement, you know. So if you do appreciate what I'm doing, if you do appreciate real artists, real creators, definitely let me know. You know, because I read reviews, I check all that shit, comments, all that stuff. So stick with me. Last, St. Arnold's Amber Ale. Now, St. Arnold, they usually produce hoppy beers. So Amber Ale, this sparks my interest more than most of their beers that I've seen, apart from maybe their Christmas beers, which were admittedly better than I was anticipating. Now, they don't tell you much about their brews. And this one on the bottom says perfectly balanced. That seems a little, you know, you're full of yourself sort of thing. I think this shit says 6.2% ABV. It's a little muddy. It could say 8.2%, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it's 6.2. Yeah. Medium light, coppery, caramelly. Smells like wheat grains. It's got a wheat bread quality to it. The question, which Hogwarts house would be the worst fit for you in the comments. Actual answer is going to come from me in words. I'm going to be honest, I had to piss so bad I forgot what was going on. I think we're at an amber ale from St. Arnold. And we're asking which Hogwarts house would be the worst fit for you. Everyone asks about the best. I actually have a whole journal dedicated to Harry Potter out there. And I'm drunk, so I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. Look up Shane Wyndham Journal, Harry Potter, some shit. You'll find it. On Amazon, of course. That's where you buy everything, right? Except for an outdoor pool table, which you get on that other website. Wow. Those IPAs got me fucked up tonight. This smells good. Coppery, caramelly. It does still smell hoppy, though. Which is what I expect of St. Arnold. It's like they can't help themselves. So, I feel Sam Adams, for example, they have a malt character in a lot of their beers, which is how you differentiate Sam Adams from everything else. St. Arnold, I feel like they were going for a hop combination to just push them forward through everybody else. It just doesn't do it quite as well for me. It smells pretty good, though. I've definitely had worse St. Arnold beers. The amber notes here, in spite of the hop characteristics, I'm still enjoying it. I could drink it. I don't think it's great. I do think it's good. So it's definitely a 6. I wish there was more to say about it, but it's not punching above its weight. It's not, under like a solid beer. It's weird that when I popped the top, like the little tab came off. But it's a good beer. It is a genuinely good beer, and I could see drinking quite a few of them if I had to. If there was nothing else available to me, I wouldn't be mad at that in the slightest. It's just far from the best beer I've ever had. It's a good amber. If you like amber and you also like IPA or just pale ale in general, the hop characteristic that comes through in the end of that, it's a good balance. It's a good balance. Hogwarts house, worst fit for me. Firstly, let's remember what we've got. Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and I'm missing the big one, right? Gryffindor. Yeah. So this one is easy for me. So which one you belong in is harder, but which one I don't belong in is definitely the easiest for me. It's Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff, I can appreciate. What stands out to me about the notion of Hufflepuff is gentle, right? And I can appreciate gentle. I really can. I'm not that person who's gung-ho and hardcore about everything. But something about the characteristic of Hufflepuff, from what I remember in the novels, was meek. And something I am not is meek. And I don't think you could say that about any of the other houses. Whether it's betterment, it's glory-seeking, or it's truth at all costs, power at all costs, not truth, power at all costs. That's how I would typify a Slytherin. I think I would fit better in the other houses than with Hufflepuff. I don't want to leave no mark on the world. And I think a lot of Hufflepuff does. And again, nothing against those people. I think I've met a lot of beautiful Hufflepuff people in my life. I just don't happen to be one of them. Trying my best to grapple with that. Anyway, the moral of the story for tonight is that you should go drink this. Call your local retailer, call your local Total Wine or Specs, whatever big beer store you have. see if they have this. Because, I mean, easily right up there with the best beers I've ever had. It won't be to everyone's liking. You have to love European flair. I wish I had more to say, but I lost the race, clearly. I didn't get 3 beers through before my food arrived on the porch. It's probably cold now. But I'm drunk, so who cares? I appreciate you being here. Thank you for deciding to spend some time with me. I'll see you next time for another round at the Banter Bar.
I'll just leave you a little sip in case you want to go back.
I appreciate the sip. I think I could drink quite a bit of this.
I just want to see how it feels in my mouth.
I guess we'll see you next time.
On the Banter Bar.